Last time out, we gave West Ham their best ever transfer window since the days of Tevez and Mascherano, with the signing of Mo Salah, Jude Bellingham, and we even brought in Rafa Leao on loan. But despite taking the lead twice at the San Siro, we went down 3-2 to Inter Milan thanks to this Amin Gyouri goal. And we followed that up off camera with this atrocious 3-3 draw at home to Fulham, where, I'll be honest, we were lucky to even get a point. But since then, we've been well and truly back in the hot seat. Everton got smashed in the Carabao Cup. Norwich got absolutely annihilated away in the league. FC Basel and Salzburg went down in the Champions League. And as you can see, 6 goals in 2 games, including 2 against Arsenal. Our 2 new boys, Salah and Bellingham, at the score sheet, leaves us in a fantastic position. This is where we are. We are top of the league by 5 points with a game in hand. We are third in the Champions League after 5. And today we bring you the massive games. We've got Man United at home, followed by Barcelona. Barcelona team that we beat last year on our way to Champions League semi-final. Can we repeat the dose this time and make sure we qualify? I think we can. I don't think we're going to do it with Alex Scott as a ball winner, so he'll go there. And this is the team that face Man United. Karnaseki in goal. Kua at left back. He's been making the position pretty much his own. Milenkovic and Okoli with Ben Johnson. Conor Gallagher is suspended in the Champions League after a red card against Salzburg. So Dewey and Scott in front of him. Leao and Salah on the wings with Scamacca up front. Bellingham missed a couple of games through injury, not ready to start this one. And it's time to see what we have got, what West Ham are going to turn up. Is it the one that played Fulham, or is it the one that absolutely smashed Aston Villa and Arsenal in the last couple of league games? Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front for Man United. We've still got Ten Hag. Kobe Mainu, good to see him getting a game in there, alongside Sambi Lokonga. Wow, a much changed Man United team. As you would expect, this is season 6, I think. So, Mo Salah with an early free kick then. 4 minutes in. He's not going to go for goal. He finds Rafa Leao, who hits the bar. Dewey's the first to react, and if he stayed onside, he's put us 1-0 up. Time will tell. They are checking with VAR. The players, they're celebrating. It has been awarded the perfect start to the game, perfect start to the episode. Rafa Leao, unlucky not to get a worldie. And Dewey, first to react, gets himself a little tap in. Bruno Fernandes couldn't get close enough to him. And that is, like I said before, the perfect start. We need to back it up now with some good defending. Okoli just about does that. And then a bit of a risky pass out to the left back. But we've made it work. Kua, but Anthony has got back well. Yara. Lisandro Martinez, Sambi Lokonga, Kobe Mainu gives it away. The youngster, Rafa Leao over the top towards Mo Salah, loves a goal against United, can only hit the post this time. 10 minutes gone, and that is a fantastic start so far for us, as that header goes just over the bar. Probably dangerous to praise the team, I think, but we're going to give it a go. Milenkovic now out to Kua. Rafa Leao turns his man, comes inside, beats another one. He's on a maze. He finds Alex Scott with a fantastic chance, and I don't know how he's put that wide. Maybe it's the fact that he's not fully fit. What was the injury he's carrying? It's not going to show me. I mean, it would be a bruised ego after that horrible miss. Ben Johnson now. Scott looking to make amends. Okoli back to Milenkovic. Gallagher over the top towards Leao. He's one-on-one with Dalot. Brings it inside to Dewey. It's bobbling about. Scamacca's in there. Dewey again. He's got time. Bends it. And that is probably the best goal we've seen him score for us. And it's 2-0 after 25 minutes. Absolutely wonderful stuff there from the Hammers. It's all down to Dewey Leao on this left-hand side. Gets above Dalot. Scamacca keeps it alive. And then he took one touch. Bends one. Keeper goes flying but cannot keep it out of the net. And that is 2-0. And it's about as good as the first 25 minutes could have gone. I think we'll all agree. Calvert-Lewin's been very quiet up front, as is Brahim Diaz on the left. Now I mention their names, they're probably a shoo-in to combine for a goal. But Dewey's looking to combine with Scamacca. It bobbles up and Newball catches safely. I mean, it's pretty much been all us. We've only got an XG of 1.11, so we're outperforming our XG, which is always good to see. Conor Gallagher, don't lose it there. He hasn't. We've got it back out to a Coley. Alex Scott now, running into the box. He beat his man. Oh, he can't pull it back. He gets tackled, and that's Brahim Diaz. Out to Anthony, but Mohamed Kua gets himself in there. Salah throwing himself into a challenge. Not something you see every day. A Coley. Salah. Dewey. Finds Salah. Salah finds Scott, and a great save from the keeper. Scott is having one of them games, destined not to score, but he's getting himself in the right positions, and that's all you can ask. And that is 2-0 at half time. A Desiree Dewey double. Triple D. You love to see it. Ben Johnson now with a throw in. We're looking to start the second half like we started the first. Conor Gallagher. Milenkovic. Over the top for Rafa Leao. He's had some joy against Dalot so far. Dewey getting involved again. Dewey for a hat-trick. Bends it, and this time he can't keep it on target. Narrowly wide. But causing Man United all sorts of problems in that role. Now we look to do the same thing from the other side. As Ben Johnson crossed it in. Rafa Leao gets up and he hits the top of the bar. That's twice he's hit the woodwork so far. Coming up to the hour mark, I probably will look to get Alex Scott a little bit of rest if he's carrying a niggle. We will need him, no doubt, for the next game because, Conor Gallagher is suspended. I'd say it's been quiet. He's getting quite a good rating of Schumacher, but maybe it's time we let Marcus Leonardo have a little run. And who else can we? I mean, Kua, I think he's doing all right. I think the 6.7 is pretty harsh on the lad. We'll leave him on anyway. Cherky for Rafa Leao. What a position to be in. Half an hour to go. Being able to rest a couple of players with the Champions League in mind. It is dream stuff for West Ham. Ben Johnson now with the throw in. He finds now Dewey's going to bring it over. Salah's got himself in behind. Is that Luke Shaw's come on? Salah bends one. Can't keep it on target. It would have been some goal, as the commentary said, but it wasn't to be. And 15 minutes to go now. Just under. I think we can make a few more changes. Rest a few more legs. Jared Bowen can come on for Mo Salah. Dewey can come off. Should we risk Bellingham? I don't think we do. I think we can put Conor Gallagher there. I think we'll just let Ndongo have a little run at defensive mid. Why not? What's the worst that can happen in 13 minutes? They haven't caused us trouble so far, so I don't see why that should change. Just because we've got a central mid in an unfamiliar position. A Coley and Ndongo. I mean, look at that. He's a natural. He's found Kua. Kua's deflected about. Oh, I thought the keeper was going to lose that there. Nubel absolutely puts it into orbit. Comes down. Milenkovic controls it nicely. Again, it's looking like... Well, no, it's not looking like we're going to be... Oh, my God. Coley, we beast, has stepped in there. Oh, the central midfielder's missed his header. Cherky's in behind. He's got one defender to beat. He goes past him. Oh, it's a narrow angle. You can only find the side netting. But we won't hold that against him. I'd imagine every West Ham fan in the stadium is absolutely loving life. As Cherky hits it against the wall. Oh, he's hit the bar this time. Unbelievable stuff. Look at the domination in these stats. 27 shots, 9 of them on target. We're underperforming our XG now. And that central midfielder, Slazai, got himself a red card to go with his bad day. And that is that. 62,500 in the ground. Not even a shot on target for Man United, for the 3,000 away fans to cheer. And we will take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Right, what better way to prepare for Barcelona? And speaking of Barcelona, as if by magic, Barcelona are in town. And this is a team we're going to send out to face them. Karnaseki, as always, in goal. Kua retains his spot at left back. Tamori comes in to partner Akoli, with Bellanova coming back in at right back. Bellingham is fit enough to play, so he starts in the holding role with Paqueta and Scott ahead of him. Rafa Leao, Schumacher, Jared Bowen. What more could you want in life? It's third versus second in the league phase. So, big game at the top. Obviously, look how tight it is there. We've got 2 more teams level on points with us. A couple that are 2 points behind us. So, a defeat could send us tumbling, but we could also qualify for the round of 16 with a win. So, I'm going to tell them that I expect nothing but a win. We're at home. Champions League theme is going nuts. If that doesn't get them motivated, I don't know what will. As they walk out, the referee's going to grab the ball. Look at the technique on that. Barcelona team, led out by Robert Lewandowski by the looks of it. He's still there. No, can't click on him yet. I mean, they should be ruffling the Champions League ball there. It is Lewandowski. They've got Ansu Fati, Dembele, Frank Kessié. They bought Soler from PSG. Other than that, that is a team that pretty much starts off at Barcelona. I think, yeah, we bought Gavi to Chelsea, so I reckon if we didn't do that, they'd still have the exact same starting 11 that you could start the game with. How bizarre. As Alex Scott looks for Schumacher, Bowen breaks him, Bellingham beats his man in the air. They could have accounted there, but Bellingham was there to stop him. Jared Bowen, sloppy from us there in attacking third, and now Ansu Fati is running. He's in behind Bellanova. He finds Dembele. Did he stray offside? He looked a little offside to me. Might be wishful thinking. Barcelona fans are going nuts behind the goal. Are they checking it? They are checking it. It was disallowed. That is very, very sloppy from them. Fati probably should have gone by himself, and it's tighter than it looked. But there's no way your man should be offside there. I'm going to demand a bit more and hopefully wake up this team. Like I said, we was looking a bit comfortable, but just when we broke into the final third around here, it got a bit sloppy, as it has there. But Schumacher's found Rafa Leão. Rafa Leão's hit the post. I thought Schumacher had time to turn, but he found Leão, and Leão could only find the post. Only 2 games going on today for some reason. How bizarre. You'd think it might have been something to do with Milan, but they're away. And I don't know why we're playing ahead of time. Answers on a postcard. I mean, what else are we going to talk about? Because there's no highlights going on at the moment. Here we go, one just before half time. Bellanova beats Lewandowski to the ball. Bellingham, Paquetá, playing the ball around nicely. Not really going anywhere though. Being patient. Out to Kua. Paquetá brings it over halfway. He looks over the top. Schumacher's in. Oh my god, how's he missed that there? It didn't look possible to put it wide that side of the goal, but he's managed it, and that was a big chunk of XG that we've just missed out on. Okay, so they've got a few on their bench that aren't there at the start. Soppy, yeah, but they haven't managed to improve their starting 11 from the looks of it. Time for everyone to dig deep. Come on, boys. Got a chance to go top here, even if it is just for a day on goal difference. But Arsenal could slip up. You never know. Not sure who they're facing. Bowen has nicked the ball. Schumacher bends one from distance. Can only brush the top of the net with it. Not really the kind of range Schumacher normally scores from. So you could argue it's slightly ambitious from him. But you've got to love a bit of ambition in life. As Kua looks to be ambitious and bring it over halfway. He finds Bellingham. Yeah, I mean, that's too ambitious, if anything. Ter Stegen's lumped it forward. Bellanova beats his man, but Kessié is the first of the second ball. But he's given it away. Sloppy all round. Jared Bowen's beat his man. Loses out to Garcia. Now Ansu Fati's got an absolute acre of space. He cuts inside and absolutely just fluffs his lines in front of goal. Comfortable in the end for Karnaseki there. And the tension is clear for everyone to see. I think the 22 people on the pitch, nobody really standing out. As you can see from our ratings, Schumacher's on a 7. That's about it. Everyone else in the 6 range. And I'd imagine it's similar from Barcelona. Bellingham now looks over the top for Rafael. He's got himself in behind. Can he do something different? He finds Mohamed Kua, and yeah, not known for his goals, the lad. Has to be said. Yeah, their keeper's on a 7.1. So it shows Paquetá's sprung into life on the looks of it. He's gone up to a 7.8. But Jared Bowen with the corner gets another chance. We've got some height in there, not that he uses it and he smashes it over the bar. And changes need to be made here. I mean, what have we got? We haven't got work the ball into the box. Let's take our time a little bit more. Leao is a bit tired, so Cherky can come on for him. Jared Bowen not having the best of games, so Mo Salah can come on. And we'll leave it like that for maybe 10 minutes or so. See if those two change of wingers can spark this game into life. Barcelona brought on Kante and Ferdi. All the substitutions have made the game even worse, if that was possible. So now we'll bring on Dewey after his heroics in the last game. Leonardo can come on up front to see if he has any joy. Barcelona are swapping their centre-backs around for some bizarre reason. And they changed their whole shape now. Ferdy's gone from left wing to centre-back. And nothing much has happened. What a boring game of football. I can only apologise, boys and girls. But what I can offer you in exchange is a cheeky little game against Chelsea. We're at home to Chelsea at the weekend, so I'm going to bring you that game as well to make up for that pathetic performance against Barca. And looking at our schedule, there's not really a lot of exciting games to bring you, so I think I'm going to play through till the end of January, probably bring you Wolfsburg and Newcastle as a way of finishing off the Champions League group stage and finishing off the January transfer window. I'll join you on Tuesday for more West Ham excitement.